Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are doing something that, it probably would have made sense for me to do earlier. We're doing, you've seen the title, the Batmobile build, and we'll see how it goes, because I'm absolutely atrocious at building cars in this game. The reference image that I'm using, the vehicle that I'm sort of going for, is the 1989 Batmobile. I'll have an image up on screen for you guys, but I guess I'm just gonna start building. I think the go-kart seat is a good seat to go with. I'm gonna want to have that iconic thruster at the back. I think going for shape is gonna be a good thing first, like all the important bits and bobs, sort of like the tail fins on the back, and then tires. Probably those look about the right size. Yep, and then how long do we want this? It's pretty long. That's probably good, I would think. I have no idea what I'm doing because I suck at building cars in this game, but yeah. So let's get a nose sort of going. It's gonna be fast, so a big engine's probably not a bad thing. It's got a massive intake on the front. Should there any decorative blocks that would go well here? Well, I think the first thing I'm gonna do is work on this front wheel well, because that's what's looking easiest right now. That's sort of strange. My thought process here was maybe if I pull this down onto here, like a piston glitch, but I just don't know. Is that good? I don't know. So we're just gonna keep moving along. No, this tire is also gonna be, is it almost better to get these tight wheel wells in there too? So the things that I know I'm going to try to do is get this body shape done and then pull it down onto these tires so that it's a lowrider, just like in the image. My building skills. Let's see, we're also gonna want suspension because we do want this car to work. It's gonna need to be really tight. Just trying to connect everything up right here. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get that. Yeah, that's just not gonna work, unfortunately. Leave that there. That'll be okay. So that's the car. Now we just have to like build the actual body around it. It's gonna be the hard part. Bring this down here. That's okay. The side profile, I mean, pretty blocky, but there's not a whole lot you can do. You need some connection points down here. We're actually pulling this all down. So let's get this nose going, because I think it's going to be one of the harder parts. Just a hunch. There should be a way to turn off all of the yellow annoying exclamation marks in your building. Certain things you know that they're not connected, and you have them purposefully not connected for reasons. That's a little big for what I'm going for, although maybe something like this, make them sit back a bit. I'm just gonna connect these for now so that we can at least see sort of what everything is going to look like. I guess that would be a good point for a always on block. Settings, we don't need any of that. Start position 0, speed 100. These are going to be controlled by this. Are they? Oh, it's not connected right now. I think that goes there. We'll see. If it all blows up, then it all blows up. Oh, and I guess that would need to be connected too. How could we connect that? Whole body needs to be connected together so that it will all not explode. For now, we'll just do that. That connects nicely. We are a lowrider, but we are driving. Oh, those have their controls, so we need to remove those. And then plug them on by default. There we go. I think maybe a bit lower. Oh, I should also add steering to this vehicle. But nothing seems to be dragging, which is perfect. Yeah, so steering. How are we? Oh, we're just gonna have to do basic suspension. I don't know why I called it basic. It's straight. It's literally the older type of suspension, but whatever. Oh, that is too tight. Oh, yes, because I needed to put the steering in here, obviously. Okay, are we feeling Batmobile-like? Oh, some Batmobile donuts. Perfect. Okay, this is actually coming along better than I thought it would. So now to work on the rest of the front, because that is just one part. And the question is, how am I going to make the rest of this stay all in here and good and whatnot? Maybe use something like that. Oh, what's disconnected? Oh. Yeah, I disconnected this whole bit. Okay, maybe that. Oh no, that's not connected. Right? How does this top section go? Oh, it's got like a round section that goes basically back all the way to the cockpit. That gets connected there. That leaves those disconnected. I'm pretty sure I can just slap blocks like this. No, we'll make it look pretty later. But yep, yeah, I like the way that nose is coming along. I wish I could get a bit more of that turbine-y intake, but I don't know how I would do do that at the moment. So unfortunately, it just is what it is for now. I wonder if I can make these pieces wider. What else? Something like this. There's a block for this. All right, there's that. I need to redesign this top section. How I'm going to do that, I do not know. Maybe like this. I want to try to avoid any like weird gaps. Like there's a little gap there, so I added in those blocks, and those will just run down beside the vehicles. So does that work? Is that pretty enough for our Batmobile? Something's glitching. Okay, I think that's pretty good now to work on the cockpit. So I think kind of goes up like that, sort of like that. Is that cockpity Batmobile-ness? I honestly don't know. My ability to build curves in this game is lacking. Obviously this all needs to be glass, but maybe a roof on there. Use some of these shield blocks. Get a little bit of that action in here. I think that looks all right. It's got like an intake on the top, which I believe there's an intake in here somewhere. There it is. Rounded air intake. I need 1,000 coins. Oh, you know what? I'll be back for that, because I think that would literally be perfect. But there's like cleared inside like portions. I think if I just make this come up and back but one behind, and that should work out pretty good, right? And that sort of gives like the curved front look. Maybe these switch to full blocks, that way there's none of those weird gaps. Also make this glass, because glass. And then I guess I do need to add like somewhere to put that top intake, which I think can just go right there. And I'm almost, originally I was thinking of using these aerodynamic pieces for the wings, but it almost just looks better to have these, unless there's some way I can like glitch these in there, potentially like this maybe. And then a little bit of this action. That one's the right way. That one's the right way. And then the angle, honestly, it's going to be pretty steep. Connect those up to the always on block. Oh, not that steep. Okay, maybe 30 was good. Nope, not even. Let's see, 15. Oh, I need to turn the controls off on that, but I think that looks pretty good. My head's almost in the cockpit. Could I rotate these things around a bit? Go like that. Bring my seat back just a little bit. Can I make it go back just like a hair more? Oh, yep, nope, that explains it. Put that block there. There we go. Now we're seated in the cockpit. Did I forget to take the controls off these again? Yes, I did. Like a professional. Well, I guess the last thing to work on is the rear. Now, the rear, we've got a big engine nozzle. We're going to need to bring it down a little bit, and then maybe like that. It's a very inefficient way of doing that, but if it works, then it works. So, you know, that'll just look a hair better if I switch this out for a curving pipe, just like that. Move that down there. That way, this can just have a bit of a cleaner end. Alright, now the issue with that, it doesn't look good. Ooh. These guys, which are normally annoying to use because they're 1x2s, not 1x1s. In this situation, with the size of this nozzle, it actually just turns out perfectly. And then I kind of want to get rid of this. I think it'd just look better if we could see the rocket in there. Oh, what is going on? Alright, that was weird. Now those just clip in there beautifully, and I think it's pretty Batmobile-y to me. But obviously, there's one thing that's missing. Now, if you haven't guessed what is missing, then I'm assuming you don't know who Batman is and what Batman's all about. Because Batman is all about his gadgets, so we need to throw some guns on here. At least one. But I just don't know which gadgets to use. So let's take a peek. I think the minigun is going to be the one that works best, because it... Okay, that is not it. Don't do that for whatever reason. Okay, well... That works, except for now you can see it, and that doesn't work. So we might have to remove some engines so we can lower this down. I think just right in this nose is the perfect position. We might actually be able to fit. more in here, but we'll see. Oh yeah. So now we got invisible guns. Oh, interesting. Now we want to flip over center of mass. We need to adjust the center of mass. I think the easiest way to do that is to just throw a bunch of weight on the bottom. Get out 50-pound blocks here. Throw 100 kilograms right in the bottom. 50-kilogram blocks. I don't actually know what weight they are. Got the gun. We need to be able to do donuts without flipping out. So that's the one requirement for the car, which means the bottom might just have to be super fat. Is everything all right? No, the suspension do not like that weight. Let's stiffen up the suspension. Stiffness to the max. Stiffness to the max. What the heck? Why is the back flipping out now? We're still flipping over. Yeah, our center of mass is just too high. Huh. Can we lower the gun? Potentially this might save us. Get the flat connectors out. Yep. Very sturdy, just like Batman would have it. We don't flip, but we don't go fast anymore. It doesn't look like we're grinding against ground. We do not have the speed that we had, so let's see what that's all about, because it is a Batmobile. It does need to be fast. Maybe just lose some weight. Probably also add some aerodynamics. Probably should just go with the best aerodynamics I can. Alright, what are we gonna get up to now? Alright, that's better. At least we can go like just over highway speeds now if we're using the rocket thruster. Let's see if there's anything else we can do to make this just a little bit faster. Any more? Yeah, what am I doing? I have extra room right here to put an engine. I can't put an engine here because this needs a top connection point on both sides, and then it wouldn't be able to be connected. But there, I can add another engine there. There we go. There's some of our speed back. Now we can go cruising to save everybody. Got that gun in the front for shooting. I kind of wish I could make the gun ejectable. So, not ejectable, but so that it pops out. Like it does movies. Oh my goodness. You know what would fit the front of the Batmobile perfectly? Like just based off the images. If I got one of these glitched in there. That's like the exact nozzle we need for the Batmobile. How did I not see that? Where would it need to go to be glitched in there? Is there any way I could have that like that? Actually, yeah, that might be it. Have this fold down instead. Then I can move that back. Oh, I'm excited. Alright, I'm gonna add a few decorative pieces and then I'll see you in the reveal. Okay guys, here we have it. The final Batmobile. So, it's been styled up. I added my own adjustments down here. I did kind of go a little overkill with the decorations and end up rebuilding the entire side of these, like just these side portions, to make it look cooler, and I thought it fit well with the picture. So yeah, I have it set tonight because we're Batman, obviously. It's got full thrusters and full drive. It drives well. I'm actually really impressed with how the looks turned out. You can see it's got a minigun and a rocket, so I wouldn't recommend messing with Batman anymore because he's upgraded to some more lethal forces. But yeah, it was pretty fun to build. This is the first time I've tried building anything for aesthetics when it comes to cars. But yeah, let me know down in the comments how you guys thought it turned out. I will be doing another video probably racing and testing this thing out a little bit more thoroughly, but we'll have to look forward to that in the future. If you want to see it, maybe consider subscribing and joining the Discord. Till next time, bye!